Hi anime lovers. Welcome to A for Anime channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Dandadan anime. Dandadan episode 9 began immediately where the last ended, with Aira shocked at Aira Shiratori's powers. The Serpoians also realized that Aira had powers, with her occupying them while Aira went to find new clothes. She was able to easily dodge the boxer alien's attacks before directing her attention to the Serpoian in the back. However, she was unable to overpower the Serpoian's abilities, prompting Aira to focus on the boxer alien instead. Aira ended up taking a stray punch from the boxer, showing it to be incredibly powerful. She eventually trapped the boxer alien before going to deal with the Serpoian, but his abilities proved too much for her. The other two Serpoians then reappeared, with the three of them plus the boxer alien restraining and attacking Aira. A still-naked Aira then reappeared and said he'd take on the Serpoians and their ally. This prompted him to transform into his turbo granny form, which still left him nude. However, the three Serpoians then combined their powers to make a space that wouldn't allow Aira or Aira to move. The boxer alien then began punching them, but Aira was able to fight back after a brief moment. Dandadan episode 9 revealed that Momo Iase had finally arrived, using her psychic powers to allow Aira to move and attack. Momo told Aira that he better not be making out with Aira, while the Serpoians revealed that the creature Momo ran into was theirs, which they instructed to occupy her. Aira and Aira then charged the Serpoians, but the former called the latter Ken Takakura, causing Momo to lose control of herself and giving the aliens the advantage. The Serpoians then forced the boxer alien to fight by making it transform after injecting it with something. The alien take a mantis shrimp-like form, also becoming much faster and stronger as a result. Aira and Aira were quickly pinned down and beaten likewise until Momo regained herself while warning Aira not to say Aira's real name. Aira then went to attack the mantis shrimp, but it countered too quickly for her to see. Thankfully, Aira was still able to keep up with it, dodging and carrying Aira while she attacked it. Suddenly, the water turned green and seemingly began flooding the hallway. Yet in reality, empty space itself had been turned into water as the sea creature alien suddenly appeared, which Aira excitedly called Nessie. The Serpoians began insulting Nessie for its ineffective work, prompting it to kill the Serpoian, saying as much. Aira and Aira panicked and began swimming away with Momo, who ridiculed him for not listening. Aira was then hit by the mantis shrimp alien, who was now even stronger underwater. Aira commented on its similarities to a mantis shrimp, as the mantis shrimp alien revealed it still had to come to the surface for air. Aira then tried to transform and fight, but his turbo granny form hilariously didn't know how to swim. Aira and Momo kept running while trying to come up with a plan to save Aira and defeat the mantis shrimp alien. Aira volunteered to distract the alien while Momo rescued Aira with her psychic powers, but Momo told him not to make things harder for her by getting caught himself. Aira responded by saying he was just trying to help and that she didn't need to say it like that. Momo countered that it means nothing if he ends up making the situation worse, prompting her to say it's his and Aira's fault for making out all the time. He asserted that this wasn't what happened, prompting her to try and say she didn't really care. Realizing Momo actually did care despite her words, he grabbed her hand and urged her to tell him the truth if she did care. He emphasized that he didn't care what others thought, but wanted to make sure she knew the truth. However, the two were then attacked, interrupting their conversation and forcing them underwater in a position very similar to how Momo saw Aira and Aira. Dandadan episode 9 saw her come up with an idea after he said he wouldn't touch her ever again. She then grabbed Aira with her psychic powers and hung onto his body physically while pushing it forward with her psychic powers. This allowed them to gain enough momentum to jump up into the water that made up the ceiling, flying by Aira fast enough to save her and escape. The mantis shrimp then met up with the final living Serpoian, who was running from Nessie. The Serpoian ordered that they all merge using a body cable, while Aira, Momo, and Aira moved to attack. They immediately ran into the merged Nessie, who now had the Serpoian's quadrisected face. Nessie's powers work by absorbing water before firing it out as an attack, also giving Momo, Aira, and Aira clear targets. However, the benefits of merging then became apparent, with merged Nessie also defending against close-range attacks. Aira was sent flying before being saved from death, with the trio then discussing what their next move was. Momo once again became inspired by Aira's words, but the three were attacked and sent flying before she could elaborate. When she came to, she was by herself with merged Nessie, which punched her after Momo taunted it. However, as it attacked, she used her powers to remove the water surrounding Nessie. This led its punch to destroy its arms due to such a forceful punch being thrown out of the water. Nessie captured Momo in its mouth, but Aira grabbed Nessie with her hair in silky form. This gave Aira a path to run on once Momo used her powers to clear out the water, allowing him to go all out and save Momo while defeating Nessie. Suddenly, empty space disappeared, and Momo and Aira were back in reality. However, they were also sopping wet and stripped down to their underwear in the hallway. This led to the entire rest of the school seeing this, causing them to become incredibly embarrassed and running away. Aira also caught up with them at this point, equally embarrassed and screaming with them as the episode ended. Dandadan Episode 9 serves as an exciting official introduction of Aira Shiratori to the central group of characters, cementing her role and abilities in the process. The trio are also faced with their toughest foes yet, forcing them to come up with creative ways of combining their abilities. With this initial encounter out of the way, fans can expect the trio to get into more paranormal situations as the series continues. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.